Welcome to part 5 of our video tutorial. In the previous video, we inserted data into the school table, and I also said that in this video I will be showing you guys how to import data into the database. Okay, so I have some data in an Excel file here, and it contains data redundancy, that's repetition of data. So we have to first of all get rid of this data redundancy, and then we import it into our database. So we'll be taking the redundancy out with the help of Microsoft Access. So first of all, we have to make sure that all the data in the Excel file, that's, let's say when you take the course title, or let's say any of the courses in this workbook, we have to make sure that there isn't any leading spaces. For example, this course, basic electricity, it has a space at the back, and that's at the beginning, so we have to take it out. Okay, so after removing all the spaces in front of the data, we can now save it. So we save it, and then we close the Excel. And we open Microsoft Access, and then create a database. So search for Access. Okay. So what we're going to do is that we're going to create a database in Access, and then import the data in the Excel sheet, Excel workbook, and then we use Access to remove the redundancy, and then from there we can import it into our Mysql database. So in Access, you create a blank database. You can give it any name, and then we create a new table. So you can give the table any name too. So our name is table 1, and then we set the field names. What we have to make sure is that the field name in the Excel should be the same here. So let me open the Excel, and then for us to see. Okay, so in the Excel, the column heading, we have course name and then course title. So we have to make sure that they are the same. You right click on the table and then switch to design view. You give the table any name that you want. I will leave mine as table 1. Click OK, and then inside the table structure, you have the ID. Let it be there, and then add the other two fields, that's the course code and then the course name, but make sure that it's the same as the one in the Excel workbook. So here we have course name, so you can copy and then you go to access and then you paste it, and then you select the data type as short text. So this is for the course name, and then you go for the course title. I'm sorry, this is supposed to be the course code. Okay, so you make sure it's the same as the one in access. So course code, then you copy the course title, come to access, and then you add it, and also make sure that the data type is short text. Now you save the table, and then you can switch to the data sheet view. So from here we are going to import the data from the Excel workbook to the access, and then take out the redundancy. So now close this table, and then make sure you close the Excel also. Okay, then you click on external data on the menu toolbar, and then you select import Excel spreadsheet. Depending on the version of access that you are using, this might be somewhere else, so you have to look for it. So when you click on it, it will bring a dialog box. You click on browse, and then you choose, you go to the location where the Excel workbook is, and then you select it. Now after you click on, you select append a copy of the records to the table, and then you select the table that you want to append the records to. From there you click on OK, you click on next, and then you click on finish. Then you can close the dialog box. So when you open the table, you see that the data has been imported into the table that you created. The next step for us is to find the redundancy and then delete them out. So you close the table again, and then you go to create. You click on create on the menu toolbar, and then you select query wizard, and then from the new query dialog box you select find duplicate query wizard. You click OK, you click on next, and then you select the fields that might contain duplicates. So you select the course code, you click on the single arrow, and then select the course title. You click on the single arrow, and then you click on next. And it is also asking that do we want the query to show fields in addition to those with duplicate values. You select the ID, and then you click on the arrow. Okay, now you can click on next, and then you select view the results, and then you click on finish. So access will show us all the duplicates in the data. So for example, from this table you can see that basic electronics is appearing 3 times. Thermodynamics for electrical engineering is appearing twice. So what we do is that when you look at the right, you see the IDs there. So if basic electronics is appearing 3 times, then we can delete 2 of the records out, leaving only 1. So you select one of the duplicate record, and then you right click, and then you select delete. With this deletion, unless you do it manually, so you have to go through the record and then you look for the duplicates and then you delete them one by one. So general chemistry, we have 3 records here, so that means you have to delete 2 of the records. So do them one by one. Principle of programming is appearing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it means you have to delete 6 out of it. So I'll select the 6 and then delete them. And make sure so we can save this. Right click on it and then click on save. Okay. So we can then close this and then we open the table. So now there's no redundancy in the table anymore. All the redundancies are gone. Okay. So now that we've taken out the data redundancy, let's copy the data. So you copy it and then you go back and open the Excel worksheet. Okay. So you copy the Excel worksheet and then you delete the previous data inside. The previous data which contains the redundancy, you just delete it. And then you paste the new data. The new data is having 3 columns, so you make sure you select 3 columns here and then you paste. Okay, so the data has been pasted. Now you can expand the cells. Let's expand the cells and then you click on middle align. Okay, so now the data is here, and then we also have to delete the ID field. So the ID field is in column A. So click on the column A. It will select the whole of the ID field, and then you press delete on your keyboard. Okay, you can even delete the column. Okay, so that you have the course and then the title. Now save it. After saving it, click on file, click on save as, select a place where you want to save it to, and then give it a name. So I will give my new courses, and then the save as type, select CSV comma delimited, CSV comma delimited, select it and then save it. It will tell you that some features in your workbook might be lost if you save it as a CSV file. You click on yes. Okay, now you can close the Excel. You can close the Excel. And then you can also close the access. Okay, so now back into our PHP My Admin. You select the courses table. That's the course table. Okay, and then you click on import on the menu toolbar. So you click on import on the menu table, and then you click on choose file. Then you go and choose the courses that you save as the CSV. So mine, I save it on the desktop. So you look for it, and then you select it. Yeah, there is new courses.csv. Okay, and then you make sure that the format is CSV. Now with that, you click on go. Oops, you see that invalid column count in CSV input online one. Oh, sorry. We forgot to make sure that the column name is the same as the one in our PHP My Admin database. So let's go back and open the Excel CSV file. Okay, so mine is on the desktop. I saved this as new course.csv. Yeah. So you open it. Okay. Now you have to change the course code title. You have to let it reflect what we have in our database. So in our database, click on the course. Okay, so we have course underscore ID, course underscore code, and then course underscore name. You have to make sure that it's the same thing inside. Okay, so we change the course title to course underscore, it's course underscore name. So course underscore name. Okay, and then the course code is course underscore code. Course underscore code. Okay, and then we also have course ID field, so we have to make sure that it is also present in the Excel file. So we deleted the course ID, so we have to add it. So you put the mouse pointer on the column header, which is A. You right click on it and then you click on insert. So we're going to insert a new column for us, and inside this column we add the course underscore ID field. Okay. Let's make sure that the column headers are the same as in our database. So course underscore ID, course underscore code, and then course underscore name. Okay. Now let's save it. We save it and then we close the Excel file. Yeah, save. Okay. So we click on the course table. We click on import, and then we go and then choose our file, our CSV file. Okay. And then as I said, you make sure that the format is CSV. Now I can click on go. It's important, so we have to be patient. Okay. So it says that import has been successfully finished. 229 queries executed. So now I can open the course table to see. So you click on browse, and then you see that the courses has been imported. So here it is. So you can see that it has been imported. So this is how we can import data from Excel into our MySQL database in PHP MyAdmin. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next video.